America's Family Network.
At age 23, when most of us are trying to figure out what to do with our lives, Orson Welles was already mounting and starring in his own Broadway productions, sending shockwaves throughout the theater world. And while his name was not yet a household word, he discovered a way to change that: radio. His brash 1938 broadcast of War of the Worlds convulsed its audience in panic. But even when he apologized afterwards for scaring the nation out of its wits,
I am deeply regretful about the results of last night's broadcast.
there was a twinkle in that sorrowful eye that seemed to say, "Ha, gotcha." Still in his early 20s, with a face he himself described as that of a rather depraved baby, Welles adopted a pipe and beard to look older, though still drinking his milk. The young man hurried west when, recognizing his extraordinary talent, RKO offered him the unprecedented opportunity to write, produce, direct, and star in his own movies. With his youthful flair for controversy, he took aim at one of the wealthiest and most powerful men in the world, William Randolph Hearst, as the subject of his brilliant masterpiece, Citizen Kane. Although Welles again found himself making a public apology for any unintentional similarities between Charles Foster Kane and Hearst, seen here with his paramour Marion Davies, the parallels were unmistakable. Only 25 years old, Welles had created what many considered the greatest American film ever made. But he had also managed to frighten the studios, who were not willing to incur the formidable wrath of moguls such as Hearst. The result was a fall from grace, and while he was never again allowed to freely conquer new territory, his subsequent films always feature that undeniable touch of Welles' brilliance. See the genius of Orson Welles in Touch of Evil, next on TNT.
American citizens?
I am, yes.
Where were you born, miss?
Mrs.
What?
Philadelphia.
The name is Vargas. Hey, Jim. See who's here? Sure, Mr. Vargas. Out on the trail of another dope ring? Out on the trail of a chocolate soda for my wife. Your wife?
Barely a bride, officer.
Hey, can I get through? A lot of talk up here about how you cracked that Grandy business. Yeah, we hear you caught the big boss. Only one of them. The Grandys are a big family. Good night. No purchases, Mr. Lineker.
Hey, I got this...
You're American citizen, miss?
No, I got this ticking noise.
Yeah, okay.
No, really, this
Good night.
ticking noise in my head. Mike, do you realize this is the very first time we've been together in my country?
Do you realize I haven't kissed you in over an hour?